You have mentioned, just before I come to Professor Pandey, you have mentioned in your book that Sanskrit protects dharma from digestion. How do you think this is true? What is your argument there?
Well, I'm saying that there are certain words in Sanskrit. There are certain words in Sanskrit that are non-translatable. And similarly, Tamil you could apply the same to any language. I would say that preserving some Arabic word which is so specific to their way of life and their way of thinking that you don't find it in another language, and insisting that this is the word we're going to use, we're not going to come up with some English substitute. Make sure that it is kept, that idea is kept. So that is what I mean by saying that certain Sanskrit words with no equivalent, we ought to just protect them and use those words, and that way we don't get digested into the belly of the West.
Interesting. You agree with this, Dr. Shukla? Yeah, that's very interesting.
So I have put only 25 examples or so. Maybe, we have to take that chapter 5, which is what this is, turn that into a bigger volume, and look at Sanskrit words that have been commonly translated and why that translation is not good enough.
क्या उसमें problem है translation में? I think this is a good project.
It is a good project. It's a very good project. Because हमारा जो word होता है, उसके कई meanings होते हैं. उसका एक spectrum of meanings होता है. Like dharma also got a lot of meanings. तो उसको collapse करके आप एक word में लगा दें.
Definition के चक्कर में पड़ जाते हैं.
And this idea of critical edition. Now, it's a Western idea because they want order. So they want homogeneity, not too much complexity. So वो बाइबल की एक critical edition बनाई थी Emperor Constantine ने. उसके पहले there were a lot of these groups with different ideas and of what Jesus said, what he means. But scholar of early Christianity at Princeton University, Elaine Pagels, he's considered the foremost scholar. She'll tell you that until Emperor Constantine decided कि एक standard होनी चाहिए, सबके लिए वही होनी चाहिए. Actually, there was a very big diversity of Christianity. It was very much like a Hindu tradition. There were a lot of people going, teaching their own thing, their own anubhav, experience of Jesus and all that. So there was room for many ideas. There's no one fixed idea. This collapsing into critical edition started a very
big problem.
Big problem. अब देखिए, this is the problem which is now Indians have introduced this idea to make critical editions of Hinduism. And hence the attack on Ramanujan, A.K. Ramanujan. कि एक ही हो सकता है. The moment you make a critical edition of Ramayana, it is not itihas, it has become like literal history. So then what about the Ramayana they do in Cambodia? What about the Ramayana they do here, there? Are you going to deny them? So why are you doing that? Indonesia में, Thailand में रामायण सब जगह है. They डांस करते हैं, पैलेसेस में हैं. पर एक बहुत अंतर है, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट. उनका जो बहुत अच्छे टेम्पल्स हैं, बुद्धिस्ट टेम्पल्स हैं, तो बाहर एक खड़ा है, बहुत टफ गाय, तो वो गाइड बोलता है कि ये रावणा है. तो सो आई आस्क्ड, ये रावणा है, व्हाई इज ही स्टैंडिंग हियर? तो ही सेज रावणा इज ग्रेट. सो आई सेड, व्हाई इज रावणा ग्रेट? सो दे टेल मी द होल स्टोरी ऑफ रामायण. But then how they've incorporated him to Buddhism is that after Ravan dies, he regrets what he has done. Okay. And he says, I want to come back and serve Ram in his next life. So Ram in his next life becomes Buddha and Ravan becomes his servant protecting him. This is interesting. Interesting adaptation. So in front of the Buddhist temple, under Buddha hai, guardian outside is Ravana. And now Ravana has become a good guy. Now, you can't deny that. This is the beauty of our Sanskriti. How, if you were to say कि ये violation है, that is...
Critical edition का violation.
Critical edition violation हो गया. That critical edition is a Western concept.
That's a good idea.
It comes from order, it comes from homogeneity, it comes from the sense of historicity.